Hey everybody, this is Brooke Fagel with Brooke's Weekly Treat, and today we are going to teach you and your dogs at home the very valuable cue of lay down. Teaching your dog the down cue is so valuable for a variety of reasons. Let's say, for example, somebody came and knocked on my door. I want to make sure that I have a cue to tell my dogs to go into a down so that I can go and answer the door and they're not going to run out the door. Safety first. Another amazing reason is that I personally love to go out to cafes or coffee shops, and what is a cafe or coffee shop experience without bringing my dogs with me? I also want to make sure that my dogs can go into a down, a stay, and stay there for maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Another very, very important reason is for being with my dogs out in public, particularly a public park. Off-leash dogs coming and running towards my dogs, they personally make me very nervous unless I know the other dog. So one of the things that I like to do to control my own dogs is put them in a down stay, keep them behind me until I can neutralize the situation. Now for the magical and fun part of teaching your dog a down. I have a treat in my hand and I'm going to use this as a lure. A lure is really, if you think of it like a magnet, I put it in front of my dog's nose. I move my hand super slowly so that Liat's face follows me in any direction. This gives me complete control over her in a force-free way where I don't have to touch her or do any of those old outdated exercises that some dog trainers are still doing today, like put my foot down on her leash or force her down by her collar. This gives me complete control over her, and it also gives her the opportunity to learn and figure out the cue all on her own. Dogs are amazing problem solvers. The little bit of patience, it goes a very long way. Let me show you how. In this case, our goal is to get her to put her belly completely down to the ground so that we can mark her and teach her the down cue. My trick and tip is that I like to go nose to toes.
Nose to toes.
Treat in my hand up to my dog's nose. Nose, I'm going to lure her slowly so I can keep her head with me all the way down to the ground, and I'm going to say yes and immediately release the treat because her belly hit the ground, and that's exactly what I wanted her to do, her belly to hit the ground. Good girl, Liat, good down. So we're going to try this one more time, and now this time I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing with my hands, because since dogs are such visual learners, you can teach them anything today on a hand signal, and then it's the verbal cue which comes last. So the first part of this, besides luring her with the nose to toes, is that I'm going to move towards now creating what's called a hand signal for down so that she has very clear communication with me. Because again, dogs are visual learners first. So I'm now going to advance this step a little bit, remove the lure, use my hand to create the specific hand signal for her. For me, I like to take my index finger, point right in front of her nose, and now once again, we're going to go nose to toes with no treat, and then yes! Awesome, Liat. And I'm going to immediately release the treat and give her the treat in this hand. As you can see, Liat is staying in that position. She's staying down. I need to make sure that I am a super good handler and I reinforce her for staying in that position. Yes! And I'm going to use my marking word. In this case, she's staying in that position. I'm using a yes as a marker, but a marker you can use a yes or you can use a clicker, whatever works for you. What's most important is the timing of how you use the marking word. So I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to give her a reward because she's staying in that position. Let's try this one more time and put all the steps together. Step 1, have your dog sitting in front of you. Step 2, lower your dog from her nose all the way down to her toes. Step 3, reward little bits of movement of her head going to the ground. And step 4, rewarding her once her belly hits the ground and releasing the treat once she's done the down cue. Alright everyone, well thanks so much for watching this week's episode of Brooke's Weekly Treat. As you can see, we have 3 beautiful beautiful island dogs, practicing their down, and just make sure that when you have your dogs doing exactly what you want them to do, that you reinforce them. If you have any questions on today's lesson, leave them in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Check out my website at palmspringsdogtraining.com.